You guys have been begging me in the comments to show you guys how I make my Juicy Couture Buldak Carbonara. So let me show you guys how to make this. Alright, so the first step for some bomb-ass Buldak noodles is making sure that your water is boiling before you ever put noodles in that bad boy. You need that water to be boiling just like it is. And so now that it's boiling, we can put our noodles into the water. I usually fill up the pan with water only to where it covers the noodles about halfway or 2/3 of the way. So there's still obviously the top of the noodle still showing, and that's okay. Now, because we let the water boil first, these noodles are already gonna start to soften pretty quickly. This has only been about 30 seconds in the water, and I'm already gonna start to just flip them so that way the other side can also get wet. Part of the reason you want your water to be boiling is one, it cooks a lot faster, but two, it also cooks more evenly throughout. If you put these in while the water's cold, then your noodles are gonna cook very weird, and some are gonna be more cooked than the others, and it's just not gonna be consistent. So I like to have my water boiling so everything cooks pretty much at the same time, because I'm gonna drain these when they're just slightly undercooked. All right, so my noodles are just slightly undercooked, as you can see. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this off of the heat. I'm gonna drain these and rinse them off with cold water to get all of that starch off of these bad boys, and then I'll be back to show you the next step. Okay, so our noodles are all drained, and the first thing I'm gonna do after putting it back on the heat is going in with a little bit of heavy whipping cream. I'm gonna put just a little bit less than what I want, because I'm also gonna add some milk to this to kind of thin it out a little bit. So almost like a 1-to-1 ratio. Once I've done that, I'm gonna now add the packet that the noodles come with. So this is the Buldak sauce. Now, if you're someone that doesn't like a lot of spice, then only add a little bit of the sauce packet, and you can add more if you want more spice. You know, be smart about it and add what seems right to you. Then we're gonna go with the little cheese powder or whatever this is to make it nice and creamy. And we're just gonna start getting this all mixed in together. We're gonna start letting this simmer and cook more. And that is why I like to undercook the noodles a little bit, just because we're continuously cooking these noodles while we get them looking juicy couture. I'm someone that likes a little bit of extra Buldak, so I'm just gonna put a little bit more Buldak in here. Alrighty, this is what it is looking like with everything nice and mixed together. Now to start this creamy process, I'm gonna start by adding a spoon full of cream cheese. This is the first step to getting some super creamy and delicious Buldak noodles. I'm gonna add this and get this melted in here, and then I'll see you at the next step. The cream cheese is all melted, and look at how much more creamier that is already looking. To finalize this creamy creation, I'm gonna go in with now our mozzarella cheese. This is really what's going to make it the most creamy and cheesiest Buldak you've ever had. So make sure you're adding mozzarella cheese to your Buldak, okay? Now just remember, the amount of cheese that you add will depend on how thick or how creamy and wet it is, I guess. So if you want it to be more thick, then you'll definitely add more cheese. But if you're wanting it to be a little bit more saucy, then just add more milk and the heavy cream. But let me get this nice and mixed together, and then I'm gonna show you guys what it's looking like. It's about to be too good. And that is literally all it takes to make some delicious, creamy Buldak Juicy Couture noodles. This stuff looks so freaking good. I cannot wait to eat